This episode sucked because Joe and Barry should actually be dead. Well, Joe, maybe not Barry, because Barry's already been struck by lightning, and the Flash can only run at the speed of sound, and lightning.
Actually, he's actually faster than the speed of light there. So.
No, he did prove that he's faster than the speed of light because the Flash last recorded ran at 700 miles an hour, which is just under the speed of sound, and lightning moves at the speed of light, which is 16 million miles per second, I believe. But lightning, the closest thing it has been recorded to move is at 200 million, I think. Hold on, I wrote this down. Give me a second. It depends on the air conditions, but a lightning bolt typically moves at 224,000 miles per hour, or about 3,700 miles per second. Yes, the lightning that you see travels at the speed of light, but that's about 670 million miles per hour. So Barry wouldn't have even been able to see that, let alone stop Joe from getting hit by it.
But he already did, so therefore you're wrong.
That's true. I'm full of shit, sorry.
Hey guys, what's going on? It's DJ here with my brother Jeremy.
Hey guys, what's going on?
Joined by Bears and Brockmed.
Seal.
It's so good to be back.
Bringing you another weekly recap of this week's The Flash episode. And what an episode to come back on, right guys?
Craziness.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
The reveals are real!
goodness. So we're just going to get straight into it, what we liked about it and what just all the things that made our minds explode. So the biggest thing was the reveal of Harrison Wells. Yes?
Yeah.
I'd argue that the actual time travel was even bigger.
Yeah.
I mean, I know it wasn't a reveal, but I'd argue that was a bigger event as a whole. Because in the preview, we saw that Wells was gonna at least show that he could do that to Cisco. Now, after that, I can easily say I didn't expect, but once he was talking, I was like, "Don't do it, man! You're gonna do it. I know you're gonna do it. Please don't do it." And then it happened.
Dude, like, oh god, I think I was screaming in the other room.
That made me
happen. I was like, what is going on? And then what he did to Cisco, that made me
real sad.
yeah, that made me sad. But then Barry saved it all, didn't he?
Sort of.
At the end. I mean, obviously stuff is gonna be different now.
Yeah.
But
Oh yeah, a lot different. I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, I guess that adds another depth to it.
Mhm.
But well, actually no, because now that Barry is at least a little bit suspicious of Wells,
yeah,
he might be able to like investigate him. But it only looks like he went back like a few hours.
Now I got a whole different theory on this thing. He's gonna go to Wells immediately because that's his go-to guy when stuff goes wrong or he gets funny tingling feelings in his pants. He goes to Wells. So he's gonna go to Wells and be like, "Hey, I came back from the future." And Wells is going to snap just like that. He's gonna enact his master plan right there on the spot.
huh?
Changing
Which is why
everything.
well, that would make sense. Because if Barry goes back in time to earlier that day, and later on that day, Wells shows Cisco where the doctor touched him in the heart. But yeah, that day Wells was just like, you know what? She sees me not in the wheelchair. It doesn't matter. He knows how to time travel. So I got to figure out what I'm going to do. And maybe, but see, that also means that things are going to move even faster now.
Yeah.
Because next episode, it seems like it's going to slow down a little bit, but it can't.
Yeah.
Literally, Barry went so fast now that this show cannot slow down.
Man, when he said it though, it made my heart like we were all kind of we all kind of like knew it was gonna. We all had that kind of like idea that he was gonna be in
related to
the
Eddie.
Yeah. But like when he said it, it was just so much more epic. Even though he's about to say it, it was like, whoa!
Oh,
That's
dude,
so
it was a
satisfying.
dramatic lean right there. He's like, I was leaning in. I was like, all right, who are you? Who are you?
I am Iron Man.
When he made his hand vibrate, I was like, this is not looking too good right now.
I know, I got scared. I got really scared. As soon as the hand started vibrating, I started getting, like, the jitters.
I thought maybe he would have, like, just did it to scare him, but when he stuck it through his chest, I was like, no, that's freaking messed up, man.
I thought it was going to be like a G.I. Joe karate chop action, though.
That was even, like, it was just a simple dead.
I wonder how long it's going to take for the Fatality remixes. I wouldn't be surprised if somebody's working on that right now as we speak. Which it's actually really weird that he did that, because we haven't touched on the fact that eventually he's able to move so fast that he can just move through stuff.
Yeah.
It's like, because I literally just read a comic like a few days ago, like last week I think, where he does that.
Where his like molecules are just moving so fast that he's able to phase through stuff.
It was actually the beginning. I was in a bookstore. I was in Barnes & Noble, and I just picked up the new... It was like a big compilation of New 52 Flash.
Yeah.
And in like the first comic, he like runs into a plane and then shakes the plane so hard that it actually moves through a bridge and crashes safely on shore. It was really, really cool.
Dude, let's talk about how Cisco put most of that together.
Yeah,
he's
even
so
more.
smart.
He's really smart.
Freaking Cisco's awesome, and then for him to pay for that was just...
Oh, he's real smart. He's real smart. And even Wells was like, I knew it was gonna happen sometime. I just didn't know when.
So how far in the future is Eobard from?
First, Eddie Thawne is supposedly Eobard, and now that we know that Eobard is Wells, he can't be Eddie. So the other theory is that he is Malcolm Thawne, which leads to Cobalt Blue.
And he's like he's an enemy.
Yeah.
He's an
Cobalt
enemy.
Blue is...
So it would give Eobard a backstory.
Yeah,
like
and Eobard is a descendant of Malcolm.
Yeah.
We don't know how, but he's just a descendant.
Yeah. And the kicker is that Malcolm is Barry's twin. Supposed twin. He was like a stillborn that got given away to the Thawns. Yeah. So they never met. If you think about it, it kind of like goes down the line, because Barry has a twin named Malcolm, right? Who turns out to be a bad guy. Yeah. And then Bart, who's born, has a twin too, who's also a bad guy, who's Inertia. Yeah. So it's kind of like history repeating itself with every generation. Yeah. So like they could definitely introduce a lot of freaking versions of the Flash.
Yeah, they can. Oh, and now, oh man, oh no, now Barry's gonna become stupid like Iris because he knows that they have feelings for each other.
Yeah.
And now he's gonna go try to throw hands with Eddie, and Eddie's gonna hate him even more.
Which would make sense.
So he's gonna...
Yeah,
which would make sense, because if he finds out he's Flash, he'll have a motive to just be like, I'm done with you.
And then he's gonna be like, I want to be like Barry, but like bad.
Exactly.
And then that would explain your Cobalt Blue theory. And it would make sense, because then Wells and him would be able to like work together once Barry finds that out. And then that the evil Justice League that we talked about would come to fruition after that.
Secret Society of Superman.
Yeah. So we're all right. Everybody high five. High five. 1, 2, 3. Yeah.
That was terrible.
Close enough. And when he showed Iris who he was, I actually felt really relieved.
This episode, I knew it. I just as soon as I went into this episode, I was like, she's gonna find out.
Dude, one way to drop a girl's panties be like, I'm sorry, you have to find out this way, and just turn into the Flash on the spot.
Wouldn't it have probably, I mean, I'm not gonna theory craft, because he wouldn't have gone back in time if he would have just ran on the boat and then knocked out Martin. He easily could have just ran over the tidal wave.
That's true.
And then just sucker punched Weather Wizard, and then it would have been done.
Yeah.
But that's fine, because then we wouldn't have the story we've got right now.
Yeah.
So I don't really care that much. I just thought that was funny. I thought that's what he was gonna do. I thought he was gonna be like, I'm sorry you had to see this way, and then run across the water.
I thought he was gonna do that too. I actually thought he was gonna knock his ass out, but yeah.
It would have made sense, but it wouldn't have stopped the tsunami.
Yeah.
So I feel like if he just knocked him out, it would have fallen, and then the water would have risen a little bit.
Yeah, but you're forgetting something.
What?
I love you too, Barry! I love you too, Iris! I'm sorry you had to find out! Oh, there's a giant wall of water now!
Since we were talking about Iris, I didn't hate her this episode.
I didn't either.
That's a big change from last episode.
Are you kidding me?
I love how her co-worker is just figuring all this.
Her co-worker.
Yeah, he's smart.
Without her co-worker, she doesn't have a story.
Yeah.
I still don't like that, but whatever. What am I gonna do about it? It's okay.
Linda Park should have scratched her freaking eyes out, man. Come on.
That was bad timing.
Oh yeah. That whole bowling alley scene was really cringy.
That was a cock block. That was a total cock block. Even Eddie didn't like that.
Iris, I don't like the way you are with Barry.
Yeah.
I don't know what you mean, Eddie.
She's still real stupid, but that I didn't hate her as much as I did this. I'm not saying she's not stupid, because she is, without a doubt. But I didn't hate her as much as usually this episode.
Yeah.
Because she's finally acknowledging the fact that she still has feelings for Barry, which she always did. But anyway.
All right. So what are we rating this episode?
Well, I rated
I
last
don't-
episode a 10 out of 10,
give
so
it a
I'm gonna
20.
go for 11 out of 10. Just to
Let's give it-
just to play safe. Play it safe.
Okay.
I'm giving this one a 12.
I'm gonna have to reinvent my rating system, so this one's actually gonna be a 10 out of 15.
10 out of 15.
It's actually not that great when you think about it.
Shit. What's more?
Well, actually, that's pretty good. That's like a 2 out of 3.
10.5 out of 10.
Okay.
There you go.
That's a good one. All right.
So wait, didn't you give one episode an 11 though?
No, we don't talk about that, man. I gave the last one a 9.5, didn't I?
Yeah.
I don't
9 and a
know.
half.
10
No, 10 and a
10.5
half was your last one.
No, I just gave this one a 10.5.
We're gonna have to go back.
This
in the archive
episode
and
was
see.
really, really
Ah,
good.
Jesus. All right, 11. We're going with 11.
Yes. Yeah.
Final answer. Lock that in.
Everybody gives
That's
it a
fine.
11. All right. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. Leave a comments down below on what you thought. Leave a like. Go subscribe to these guys, and we'll see you in the next one.
Bye.
Goodbye. Goodbye.